Hi everyone. Imagine being a Hollywood legend who saw the development of the film industry over decades before eventually voicing their opinions about what really goes on behind the scenes. Today we're going over some of Clint Eastwood's startling Hollywood disclosures, including some that caught everyone off guard. Eastwood's lecture will permanently alter your perspective on the entertainment industry, so stay tuned until the very end. Materials ranging to the entertainment fantasies to actual histories from past and modern, Clint Eastwood is a cultural icon in addition to being an actor and director. Over 60 years of work have gone into some of the most well-known films, including Dirty Harry and Unforgiven. But what really sets Eastwood apart is his unrepentant demeanor. He has never held back when expressing the truth, and in recent years, he has revealed shocking and enlightening details about the inner workings of Hollywood. Let's go back for a bit. In the 1950s, when the Hollywood industry was substantially different from what it is today, Clint Eastwood started his career. Prior to becoming a contract performer, he had little roles in TV shows and motion pictures. However, he became famous because of his performance as Rowdy Yates in Rawhide. He then pursued a career in acting, where he gained international recognition for his part in Sergio Leone's Dollars trilogy. Despite his quick ascent to prominence, Eastwood continued to keep a critical eye on Hollywood. He has expressed his dissatisfaction with the company's practices throughout the years, citing anything from its fixation on trends to its handling of talent. Eastwood was direct in his critique of Hollywood in a recent interview, highlighting what he sees as its main shortcomings. Eastwood started off by discussing the lack of originality in modern cinema. He remarked, "Hollywood has become too safe. They are more intrigued in recycling old ideas than in experimenting with something fresh." He cited the industry's lack of originality as demonstrated by the steady stream of reboots, sequels, and remakes. In addition to being obnoxious, Eastwood believes that this lack of originality violates the fundamental principles of cinema. But it's not simply a lack of imagination that disturbs Eastwood. He also discussed how politics is slowly influencing Hollywood. Although he has never shied away from expressing his personal political opinions, Eastwood feels that the business has become unduly focused on advancing specific causes or groups. "It used to be about telling stories in Hollywood," he stated. "Everything seems to have to fit into a certain pattern right now. Creativity is being stifled." It did not satisfy Eastwood. He also took issue with the way Hollywood treated its stars. Eastwood acknowledged that the industry can be quite brutal despite its opulence and grandeur. "Once you make it in Hollywood, you're set for life," he stated. In actuality, though, it's business. Like any other organization, it can also spit you out carelessly. Eastwood has seen the highs and lows of Hollywood, so his thoughts are important. He has seen excellent performers and directors quit the business not because they were inept, but because they couldn't cope with the competitive environment. Throughout his career, Eastwood has discovered that surviving in Hollywood requires remaining loyal to oneself and one's vision. Eastwood revealed the most startling truth about how celebrities evolve over time. Among other things, being an actor was about the work when I first started out. "Oh," he said, "it feels now more like the image is driving it. Directors and actresses are now expected to be available online at all times," he said, criticizing the way social media has changed the industry. "Once upon a time," he added, "your work spoke for itself. Now, you seem to have to sell yourself around the clock." Eastwood also discussed the difficulties independent filmmakers in Hollywood face nowadays. He has always had a soft place for indie films despite his fame, because he values their capacity to capture distinctive and genuine experiences. Eastwood, meantime, is concerned that smaller films are being marginalized as streaming platforms and well-known blockbusters gain prominence. According to him, the industry is changing, and while there are opportunities, there's also a danger of losing the kind of storytelling that made Hollywood great first of all. However, it was nearly all criticism. Eastwood also discussed his outlook on Hollywood's future. He commended the upcoming generation of directors, stating that their enthusiasm and inventiveness might contribute to the revival of the business. He remarked, "There are still outstanding stories out there. There are still others who wish to share it. There is hope as long as we keep it in mind. Eastwood's remarks should be taken seriously by all moviegoers. They serve as a reminder that Hollywood is far from flawless despite its glitz. They also draw attention to the potential for change and the chance to go back to a time when storytelling was king and creativity was unrestrained. Eastwood's revelations demonstrate that his passion for filmmaking is still very much alive. He still works on projects that push limits and question accepted wisdom in spite of his criticism. His most recent works, like Cry Macho, demonstrate his undying dedication to producing meaningful stories, even at 90. So, what does Clint Eastwood's perspective teach us about Hollywood? It acts as a reminder that difficulties are unavoidable, even in successful pursuits. Eastwood's career is evidence that success in any area depends on being true to your vision and ideals. Second, it highlights the value of originality and creativity. In a culture increasingly shaped by fashion, Eastwood's appeal for daring, creative storytelling is more pertinent than ever. Last but not least, Eastwood's comments remind us that change is possible. Notwithstanding its shortcomings, Hollywood remains a place where individuals can achieve their objectives and where artists can motivate, inspire, and sway audiences. As long as there are great stories, there will always be great films, Eastwood himself famously stated. These are some shocking truths about Hollywood that Clint Eastwood disclosed. What, from his point of view? Do his criticisms resonate with you? Tell us in the area below. Remember to like and share this video if you were as captivated by this tale as we were. We appreciate your time and hope to see you soon for more exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at the entertainment industry. Keep yourself motivated and dream big. Until then.